I do want to talk about how the F did Donald Trump win. That's sort of how we're talking about it. We're going to look at some exit polls first, but we're also going to talk about what is underlying Donald Trump's win. And I think that segment will make everybody pretty angry. Now, as far as the exit polls, Donald Trump was able to consolidate support with white voters. And I'll show you some of the exit poll results from the New York Times here. Trump was able to consolidate support with white voters. He did better than predecessors among white voters without college degrees. Whites with college degrees already used to favor Republicans, and they shifted slightly towards Hillary Clinton, but Trump still won that group. We saw party support shift dramatically at nearly every income level. And this graphic is so fascinating, and I'll zoom in on it just a tiny bit. Lower income voters typically tend to support Democrats, and wealthier voters lean more Republican. But income does seem to correlate with education. And this time around, you will see that from '04 to 2016, those with under $30,000 a year in income moved towards the Republican. Those between $30,000 and $49,000 in income moved towards the Democrat since 2004. That is also the move that we saw for those earning between $50,000 and $200,000. And those earning over $200,000 at one point, they started out in 2004, very pro-Republican, swung all the way back to actually be on the blue side, and then went back to almost completely even in terms of their support for the Democrat or the Republican. Truly unbelievable. The other thing I want to show you is this CNN exit poll data. Where we see that compared to Mitt Romney's results, Mitt Romney won 7% of the African-American vote. Donald Trump won 8% of the African-American vote. And Hillary Clinton won 5 fewer points, 93 for President Obama versus 88% of the African-American vote for Hillary Clinton. That has an impact. And very importantly, Mitt Romney won the support of 27% of Latino voters, whereas Donald Trump won the support of 29% of Latino voters. That may seem like a small difference, but when you consider that there are more Latino voters than ever before, making any inroads on the Romney numbers is a really good thing for Donald Trump. The exit polls are telling us a lot here, and they are surprising in many ways.
Yeah, they're telling us a lot, but I think where things really broke down is that in very key counties in swing states, Hillary had smaller leads than Obama did, like Wayne County, Michigan, and Philadelphia County. And I think that is where it kind of critically fell apart. I want to know what is the cause for that difference, because how could this electorate have changed so much as the same people who voted for Obama by 4 points?
It is and it isn't. It is and it isn't because of demographic changes.
Of course, I mean, the exit polls are different from the polls going in weeks beforehand, but there's just the whole angle of how could pollsters have been so wrong?
There may not be a bigger shift in how polling is done than what we saw this election, and we are going to talk about that and much more coming up on the show. I'm glad you're with us, although not under the best of circumstances. Remember that at davidpakman.com/calendar17, you can get those free David Pakman Show calendars with your yearly membership. Back after this.